This is a demonstration on headers and footers and section breaks and page breaks, and hopefully we'll make it a lot easier for you as we go through this together. First of all, because we're going to be putting in page breaks and section breaks, I'm going to switch from the page layout view to the draft view again, so clicking on that. Okay, step one, it says to open the document called Desktop Publishing using MSWord, and I do have that document open. And I'm going to go ahead and look at step two, which says make some of the desktop go to a new page in the same section. So here's where that text is at, some of the desktop. To make just a new page, remember the quick way is to go Control Enter, and there's that page break. Looking at step three, it says make design can be the start of a new section next page. So design can be, it's right here, moving my insertion point to that place, and I'm going to go into the page layout tab, click on breaks, go to section break next page, and here we have the instruction section break next page. Going to step 4, it says make analyze what makes a new page in the same section. So here's the point where that starts. To make that a new page, just go Control Enter, and there's our page break. Going to step 5, it says make take the time a new section next page. So here's take the time, we're there now. We're going to make a new section next page. So break, next page, we're all set. Now we're in section 3 and page 5 of 5. In step 5 it says to make the landscape orientation, make it landscape for this particular section. So I'm going to click up here on orientation and choose landscape. Now as I click this, notice that the line has gotten much longer in the draft view, because now we have a 9-inch typing line. Before we only had a 6-inch typing line. It also says to center the text vertically in section 3. So I'm going to go to page setup, go to the layout tab, go to vertical alignment and say center, and click OK. Going to step 6, it says change the margins in section 1 to 2 inches. So I'm going to click at the beginning of my document, and I can look at the bottom of my screen. It does say I'm in section 1. I'm going to make the left and right margins both 2 inches. So I'm going to click on margins. I'm going to go to custom margins, make my left margin 2 inches, and my right margin 2 inches, and click OK. Notice it is just going to apply to this section. Then I'm going to position myself in section 2. So anything after section break next page, this will be section 2. So as I click down there, it tells me I'm in section 2. I'm going to make my left and right margins 1.5. So I'll click on margins, custom margins, left margin 1.5, right margin 1.5, and click OK. Again, it'll just affect the section I'm in. Now the third section is below the section break, so I'm going to position myself down there. Also know, if you look at the bottom of your screen, it'll tell you that you're in section 3. And it says in this one to make section 3 have 1.25 inches for the left and right. So margins, custom margins, and the left one is going to be 1.25 and the right one 1.25, and click OK. And I'm going to save this to my desktop, and I'm going to call it Desktop Publishing using MSWord Part 1. Click OK. And then at this point I'm going to stop the demo, and then we'll if you leave this document open, we will continue on in just a moment. So I'm going to stop this.